The Marcos Museum and Mausoleum integrates both memorabilia storage and the current resting place of Ferdinand Edralin Marcos. It is situated in the heart of Batac City, Ilocos Norte. The museum shows memorabilia of the late president, from his stint in the armed forces down to his presidency. The large and solemn mausoleum contains the glass-encased coffin in which Marcos' embalmed body has been on public display since shortly after his remains were brought home in 1993. History of Marcos Museum. Ferdinand E. Marcos' death. On September 28, 1989, Marcos died of lung, kidney and liver complications in Hawaii, 3 years after he, his family and allies were exiled. In 1986, Marcos fled the country in the face of a non-violent revolution people power, which set the end of his regime. The odyssey of his remains began when the government of President Corazon Aquino denied Marcos return to the Philippines. Thus Marcos' remains was interred in a private air-conditioned mausoleum at Yodoin, a Japanese Buddhist temple, on the island of Oahu. Return of Marcos' remains. In September 1993, after having been kept in a refrigerated, glass-topped coffin inside an air-conditioned crypt for 4 years, Marcos' remains were finally taken to the Philippines. The newly elected president who succeeded Aquino, Fidel Ramos, second cousin of the late president, allowed Imelda Marcos, Marcos' widow, to bring her husband's body home but refused her demand for a unregistered trademark burial. Eventually, after series of rituals and ceremonies, Marcos' remains were interred in a mausoleum in his hometown for public display, according to his family, until the government yields to Imelda's demand for a burial in the National Heroes Cemetery in Manila. President Benigno Aquino III, son of the late Corazon and Benigno Aquino Jr., tasked Jejima Binay to determine if Marcos should be buried in the Heroes Cemetery. Binay made his recommendation, though Aquino has not yet made a decision. Preserving the body of Ferdinand E. Marcos. Frank Malabed, Marcos' mortician, states that he has helped preserve the body. It took him 3 weeks to restore Marcos' body so that Filipinos would recognize it. Local morticians maintain and check it regularly. Formaldehyde was used to preserve the body before it was flown to the Philippines. Mausoleum from past to present. 25 years after Marcos' death, his remains are still on public display at the mausoleum. The mausoleum is built of adobe blocks and is stepped towards the top of the structure. The solemn interior is divided into an entry hall styled with Old English standards and a bust. The family's mortician confirmed that the corpse is real, although people suspect it is a wax replica, and the real body was secretly buried in ground. See also, Quezon Memorial Circle, Manila Memorial Park, Heroes Cemetery, Manila North Cemetery, Manila South Cemetery, Sun Yat-sen Mausoleum, Seoul Mausoleum, Chilayao Mausoleum, Lenin's Mausoleum, Kumsusan Palace of the Sun, Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, Mausoleum of Mao Zedong, El Museo Histórico Militar de Caracas, House of Flowers, National Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, Ana plus or minus Tkabir, Mazar-e Quaid, Tsar-1 Kortak-Bertaz Mausoleum, Georgy Dimitrov Mausoleum, National Monument in Vitkov, Volde los Cordos, Tar-1 Kortarakmanbari Mosque, Mausoleum of Khomeini, Mausoleum of Assad in Kandahar, Bugbaz Mausoleum in Monastir, Astana. Jari Bangun, references.